Okay, I hope, hi. Here, let me take my glasses. Now you do probably recognize me. Anyway, this is cooking in Papa's kitchen corner with Brussels sprouts, that's her stage name, my 6-year-old daughter, but she's not here. She's with her mom. So I thought I'd make a smoothie, and as I cook most meals when she's not here, I act like she is here. And I want to involve her in the kitchen. I think that's a great place for all young people to get involved. Like, we can come up with reasons. Like, I will say, let's see, 3, 12, 14. I think I need 14 things of ice. Crack it open over a bowl. That's always an opportunity. Then no matter how many times you say, no making messes. Kids love making messes. And so do papas love making messes as well. So that happens to be 14 things of ice. I'll put it in the trusty super blender here. I actually don't, of course, we clean our hands before we start anything of this magnitude. And I've used the Vitamix. I have researched Blend Tech. I wouldn't want to get in an argument with either side. From everything I hear, they're outstanding. But I have a Vitamix. And so there'll be connections or Amazon links underneath in the description. Obviously, if you purchase anything through there, it helps out big time. Big time. So, what next? Let's see. I don't really know what to put next, so let me get in our trusty Pyrex beaker or whatever you call that. I use my zero water pitcher. I'm a big zero water person too. What would I tell Brussels sprout? I'd say, put less than a cup and a half of water. So that's what we're doing, or we're getting ready. We'll put the water in last. Then what do I have? Just some oats from just regular, I don't use the minutes kind, but it's the generic in the US. By the way, down in the description, because we're so close to the Canadian border and so much of our economy comes from Canada, that anytime there's dual links, if the products are available on both sides of the border, I always put Canada north of the US stuff. So all the links, if you're Canadian and you're watching this, choose the top link if you're going to go to Amazon, and if you're from the US, if you're an American, choose the bottom link because it's south of Canada. So anyway, this is some quinoa. It's supposed to be good for you. I don't know whether it is or not, but dump that in there, of course. I wouldn't ask her to count these pellets, but this is chia seeds, also supposed to be good for you. Okay, this is not supposed to be good for you. This is brown sugar. How much? I have no idea. Just probably too much of that. Then, I know I'm near the end of this. I put a little bit of yogurt in there. You're not going to taste it. This happens to be lemon, which I enjoy. And I know pumpkin seed. We're big into lemons. Big into lemons. I gotta juice some. I'm out of juice, but I'll show you that. So anyway, I'm gonna take the last bit of yogurt. I normally would put probably less than a tablespoon, but more than a teaspoon, however much that is. For those of you that are real precise, I happen not to be. So, okay, I'm getting every bit of this out that I can. Oh, look at that. Boy, that is so typical. Okay, so because my hands are clean, we're just going to do it this way and rub it up against one of those ice cubes in there. And then, of course, we have to lick our fingers. And do that too. So Oh, by the way, the music in the background is from Amazon Prime being streamed. And Brussels sprout likes going to bed and waking up to, what do they call it? Classical for meditation. That's the live stream Amazon Prime music. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit right off stage left, I think it is. I'm going to take some slices of regular banana. Then I'll show you what I do. I don't, that's about all the slices of that kind of banana I put. I wanted to show you something. We're going to potentially come out with a product here, but this is pure lemon juice, okay, that I strain. And then whatever in cut fruits and vegetables, I just put a couple of sprays of this, and it browns or darkens. It doesn't, basically, before I use it. So I put this in the refrigerator, and when Brussels sprout is not here, I take little chunks throughout the day. But here's the big trick and the big secret. By the way, I would add cinnamon if I had it, but I'm out of cinnamon. But I cut basically overripe bananas into little chips, put them in the freezer, let them stay a minimum of 24 hours, and I'll go in there throughout the day. So this has been a casualty. They're super cold, but they're almost like a version of bonbons, but as we like to call it, God's candy. So I'm going to put all 5 of these remaining ones in there, and I'll add that to the unfrozen banana. So let's see. Oh, of course, we can't forget the blended up protein powder. So I take and put a big heaping scoopful of that in there. And that I have to be careful with, because even, of course, Brussels sprout is neater than I am, but I can tend to be pretty messy. But she keeps reminding me, no making messes, and I have to remind her back, no making messes. So then let's see, what did we put in there? We put a few leaves, or whatever you call them, of oatmeal. We put old-fashioned kind. We put some quinoa. We put some chia seeds. Put a little sugar. Let's keep that between us. We put some of the powder. We put, of course, some bananas. And here, let's spray a little bit of lemon juice. I usually would put a few drops more of this of lemon juice, but I'm fresh out, so I have to juice some lemons later today. And then we're going to finish up with water. And am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. So here's some water. Let me take this and see if I can knock some of that. Yeah, I could. Some of that. What did you guys call it? Some of that yogurt that I just discovered was on the back of the super blender. Total Nutrition Center Vitamix. Down in the description. Boy, if you bought a Vitamix through that link, that would be massive. That would be huge. Okay, here we go. We're going to turn the blender on. We keep it off until we're ready. This has 3 settings: soup, ice cream, and smoothies. So that's the first setting on the left. And then if you wanted to, you can, and I'll show you what I do with this Vitamix as I'm blending. I put it on the smoothie setting, but then I'll show you what I do. And this is really fun for Brussels sprouts, because she gets to pound this once we get going. I like to come as close as I can, because it's going to be erratic at the beginning, and sometimes the powder shoots up a bit, which of course she likes. And it gradually increases speed. I can tell I probably could add a little bit of water. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm probably going to have to blend this a bit more. And so we're just going to start it up again. The consistency will be better. Oh, I didn't even show you. When you hit this gear here, it takes it down. The concept of this is primarily to add things, if you want to add things through the top here. But also I think it's good to change up the speed. And that's good enough. This will cut it off at any point in time. So anyway, I would put this in my little Ikea cup for Brussels sprout. But since she's not here, you know what her papa does. I hate to admit this. Hold on a second. I'm going to take this over to the sink, and you see, this is what her papa does. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. God knows how many calories that is. Hope everybody has a great day. Let me leave you with this tip. This is massive, especially for young people. The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken. It's important that you establish sound foundational habits as early in your life as you can and then maintain them throughout your life. Have a great day. Thanks.